So not to milk a point, but then you could say, well, actually, Scott, you're milking a point. Yeah, okay. Bit of sarcasm. The last video was about Greenpeace and, well, many other things, what they focus on. Yeah. And in the reply to go away with your doom and gloom, the sun is our friend, not our enemy, which, got 241 thumbs up. The reply, the sun is never the enemy here, Nathan. It's the polluters who boil our planet down for profits. Think about the imagery there. The heat wave causes schools to shut down, hospitals to struggle, and public transport to be disrupted. It risks health and lives and increases wildfires, drought, and food collapse. Think about everything the Greens are doing. They're literally putting fucking bird blenders, and if they're not doing that, they're putting solar panels on arable farmland. And if they're not doing that, through the Zach Polanskis and various other puppets, they're also saying, look, we've not got enough immigration. And you know what? We need to build on arable farmland because, hey, it's all about the collective here. Yeah? It's eugenics in plain sight. That's basically what it is. And I asked, as an example, why are you not focused on data centers? Now, I asked it, I put it in a search engine, but let's be honest, you're fucking asking the AI. I'm not fucking happy with it, and people could go, well, you've been asking the AI for years, Scott, whether you realised it or not. I absolutely get it. I get it. Yep. But, think about what you're being optioned with. Greenpeace warns that the unchecked growth of artificial intelligence data centres threatens the environment. These massive computer warehouses are driving up national energy bills, blah, 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 all the rest of it, right? Goes on to say, data centres are already accounting for roughly 6% of total electricity consumption in the UK, and that's going to balloon beyond belief, yeah? But, yeah, Greenpeace are aware of this. Now remember, at some stage, somebody may or may not reply. I could have gone on to say, or how about your views on all the trees that were cut down out of towns and cities that have put in the 5G? Because apparently, because there's such large bodies of water and the Wi-Fi, the frequencies running it, it actually gets drawn to the tree as opposed to, other bodies of water. Humans. Yeah. The people. It does all tie into eugenics, like it truly does. But if I'd asked that as well, I'd have, whatever little think tanky wanky tossers from, for example, in this case, Greenpeace UK. Oh, well, I'll get back to you. Well, we'll look over his channel on Facebook and we'll look at everything else and then we'll, formulate a response, blah, blah, blah. Or just ignore it. Sometimes the less said, the better. I get it. But yeah, let's see what they come back with that, because the AI tells you that's what they're all about. Absolutely. Yeah. But not their side. That's Greenpeace UK. Exploring issues, climate. Do you see anything at all about data centers? At all? Or, for example, and remember, when they keep talking about, oh my God, you'll have to stay indoors. Most towns and cities in the UK had vast amounts of trees actually in the towns and cities. And you know what the benefit of that is? They would draw in a lot of the heat, shelter, all the rest of it, cooled areas. It's just an absolute fact. Yeah? And they got rid of many of them to help validate, oh my God, this never used to be like this. Honestly, they're in plain sight. And he'd sell it under ideas like, oh, we've expanded the pavements, we've done this and that, we've done, and all these independent businesses go out the window based on those vastly, pavements and followed up by parking X, Y, and Z. And sorry, you can't even put coins in anymore. You've got to, roll up to this enslavement through your phone, blah, blah, blah. And at some point, chip under the skin. There is a complexity to this. But it's absolutely by design to create the very environment, the illusion, to enslave you all the more, to the point that only the elite are actually doing well physically, mentally, access to whatever, while masquerading as Caribbeans, while being on yachts, living in castles, all the rest of it, yeah, living like gods. See, the thing is, it's not just you can buy the most expensive yachts and all the rest of it, and these fuckers are never happy. They're never fucking happy. When they realise that most of the population at one stage was doing, at one stage in recent decades, actually quite well. Doesn't feel the same. If you know that everybody's in abject poverty while masquerading as the righteous, well, I can still do what I do, based on whatever the fuck costume I'm wearing and the various propaganda that I'm paying for to, and then expand it by, as always, I could do a better job, but you've got this, which ultimately the subliminal is how the UK heatwave greets you. Think about that. Remember, this is Greenpeace UK. The heat is no longer an invitation to go outside. Now, this is an example, probably unconnected, but what is the subliminal?
God, the sun out there looks bloody beautiful.
And I'll speak to you soon.